Did Meghan Markle just threaten the royal family in that CBS interview over the weekend? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because did Megxie threaten the royal family in the CBS interview, saying that she hasn't scraped the surface when it comes to her experiences? I'm just asking for a friend. You guys can decide, but I can tell you something. With the video that I just released a couple of hours ago, this is definitely an interview that Prince William, I can only imagine, is going to be spitting mad about. And if you missed that video from earlier on, I'll link it in the description bar below and it'll be at the end of this video. In the meantime, oh yes, Prince William will definitely not be impressed and will be spitting mad at this particular comment, with Megxie claiming that she hasn't scraped the surface of her experience within the royal family, discussing her negative experiences, opening up yet again with her struggling with her unaliving thoughts, her alleged unaliving thoughts, in a new interview with Prince Hazza, with that CBS interview on CBS Sunday morning, saying, "I'd never want someone else to be making those sort of plans." Explaining furthermore in this interview, "I think when you've been through any level of pain or trauma, I believe part of our healing journey, certainly part of mine, is being able to be really open about it. And I haven't really scraped the surface on my experience, but I do think that I would never want someone else to feel that way." Now, we know that from the Oprah interview a few years back, that's where she turned around and said that, yes, she had these feelings, these thoughts of unaliving while she was in the royal family. Now, that is heavily contested. A lot of people do not believe her. And I have to admit, I am one of those people that just do not believe her whatsoever when she's saying that, okay? I do believe, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, it is a manipulation tactic on the part of Megxie. I am still yet to see any evidence whatsoever to reverse my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Now, royal expert and historian Dr. Tessa Dunlop says this was a telling remark, saying as the British summer erupted into angry protest across the pond, the new model royals, i.e. Hazza and Megxie, sat coolly in Santa Barbara, legs crossed, eyes forwards, the epitome of togetherness. Cue Hazza and Megxie doing what royals do best, promoting their latest initiative, a parent network for a new sort of horror, children who lose their lives because of insidious forces on the internet, drawing from the new model royals' own playbook on pain. CBS anchor Jane Pauley forced the couple to take standard philanthropy that bit further and link their pain to those they are helping. Didn't Megxie once consider unalivement? But this is the thing, right? I disagree with Tessa Dunlop in the sense of, no. Hazza and Megxie do what they do best, which is promote an initiative but make it all about them. Because out of all the coverage that is coming out of this parent network initiative, it ain't about the parents that and the children they're trying to help. It's all about Megxie and Hazza. Yet again. We see that time and time again with the Invictus Games. Here we're seeing it with this parent network initiative situation. And this whole thing of fighting against insidious forces on the internet. Check out my first video that I released today. Again, I'll link it in the description bar below. Because after turning round and saying that they are going to fight the insidious forces on the internet, does that finally mean that they're actually going to finally ditch Christopher Boozy and denounce the Sussex Squad? Check out my video from earlier on. I'll link it in the description bar below. But the Duchess confessed she was not expecting the question. Yeah, right. Come on, these questions, as far as I'm concerned, were pre-prepared and pre-agreed. Hazza and Megxie, especially Megxie, is very, very controlling from what I hear. You think these questions came out of nowhere and they didn't know what was going to be asked? BS. Now, Paulie noted it was uncomfortable for Megxie, who reached to touch Harry in just the way Paulie anticipated. Megxie was forced to admit there was a through line between her experience and those families who have lost a child to unalivement. Huh? Okay, so let's be very real on this, okay? She thinks that there is a link, that there's the sameness, right, between feeling like you want to commit an unalivement and actually doing it. That there's a link between an adult feeling like they want to unalive themselves to parents who have lost a child who have unalived themselves. Yeah. I don't track that logic, do you? I think it's absolutely disgusting that she says that there's a through line between her experience and those families who have lost a child to unalivement. No, you cannot compare the two. You cannot say that that is the same thing or that there's any link to any sameness to that ever, as far as I'm concerned. You just can't. You're comparing apples to oranges there. Now, she talked of the need to be really open about it before Megxie admitted that she hadn't really scraped the surface of her own pain. Wow, there it was, out in the open once more, the extremity of Megxie's alleged dark thoughts when she was in the British royal family. Saying break down what Megxie said and a healing journey, one she believes is so important, remains incomplete. Clearly a session on Oprah was insufficient when it came to being really open about her unalivement plight inside the royal family. Again, this kind of notion, this question, is Megxie threatening the royal family in this CBS interview, saying I haven't scraped the surface yet, with more potential tell-alls? This is insane. Now, Tessa added that during the new interview, Megxie and Hazza were careful not to revisit old scores when it came to the royal family. But actually, I think they did, saying she hadn't really scraped the surface of her own pain while she was in the royal family. No, she revisited old scores. She did it in quite a clever way, but she's getting caught out on it as far as I'm concerned. Saying until there's genuine open contact between the royals and Hazza and Megxie, this will all continue to wound, undermining credibility on both sides. Saying if her sharing helps others, then that's worth it. I'll take a hit for that. Oh, do you know what? If I get backlash for what I say, don't worry about it. I'll be the martyr. I'll take the hit for it. I'll be the bigger person. I'll be the better person. I'll be better than the royal family. I'll do it. This hero complex ain't a good look for her, that's for sure. This is, as far as I'm concerned, absolutely freaking narcissistic. And for her to turn around and say, oh, I ain't even scraped the surface yet when it comes to my experience in the royal family. To me, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is an absolute direct threat to the royal family. That she's got more, and it's only a matter of time before she does another tell-all to try and, as far as I'm concerned, destroy the royal family, which will fail, but she will try nonetheless. And if she thinks that that is going to reverse her fortunes and make her more liked and more popular in the future, then she's got another thing coming. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course there's going to be more. You are not going to want to miss my next video. Then make sure you subscribe to join our Alternate tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about, as far as I'm concerned, Megxie threatening the royal family in that CBS interview saying that she hasn't scraped the surface yet, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.